Hey guys, it's Babypowder, and we're back with another one of our loot videos for our 200 run series part 2. And this time it's going to be islands again. We return to islands, and it's going to be our first week, so we're going to do 2 more weeks so we hit every single one of the different batches of islands. There's always like 3 up, but yeah, we want to make sure that we hit all the 3 weeks, just like we did earlier in the series. And this time around I did it a little bit differently. Last time I just tracked it by time, and I still did it where I did it with 1 druid, and then I had my 2 potatoes just sitting on the ship, so I could do it more efficiently than when we did in the first series where we did like 50 runs, but we did it either in a group or we just did it solo. but yeah, this time around I did like 35 runs, and that way it was the equivalent of doing like 210 runs, like 105 per druid, since you had 2 others collecting as well and then trading over to you. Last time I did, when I did it earlier in the series, I did it for 2 hours per druid, so it was like 6 hours total of farming, and I just felt like we didn't get as much, so I didn't really track the time. I don't know, it may have taken me longer than 2 hours, it may have been the same, but I feel like it probably took longer. But I wanted to make sure that we actually got a good amount of stuff this time, because the island stuff always sells really well, and we've probably already sold out of a good majority of everything. We still see some items up on the auction house that have sold, usually like the low value stuff here and there from the previous times. Of course, that was like 3 weeks worth of stuff, which we'll get there again eventually. but yeah, it's a good time to go ahead and get it back up there. And you might be wondering why we're still working on the 200 run series. We hit our goal, but I do want to finish out islands and keep them well stocked before we switch on to the next thing. So I'll probably finish out the islands and do the next 2 farms, and then that's when we'll kind of call it quits. I have actually already started on the next 1000 run series, which is LVRS, so we'll be getting some progress towards that already anyway. Anyway guys, so I think that's really all there is. Of course, with the islands, you run them with 1 potato. You have the rest of your potatoes just sitting on the boat collecting for you. If you are solo, it is always better to do it in a group if you can. You can actually get the runs done a lot faster, but again, it's like I'm looting for 3 doing it this way, and it's very easy to do it with an 80 druid. I did actually attempt to do this on my level 61 speed druid, which you are able to do it. It's just a lot slower. It takes probably about twice as long to do it that way. I thought maybe with having the speed, being able to go from mob to mob, especially where there's like areas where mobs are kind of spread out, you'd be able to get there a lot faster, which you can, but getting the mobs down is the problem. You don't actually have to worry about dying or anything, but actually getting them down fast enough to make it efficient, it takes twice as long. So that was a problem. And then also I thought about maybe getting big groups all together and then just like slowly taking them down and maybe it becoming faster that way. But the problem is once you do get far enough away from them, they will actually reset and stop following you. So that doesn't really work out either, right? So it was back to the level 80, going around slowly, but actually going around faster because they were able to actually kill the mobs a lot faster. Anyway though, guys, I think that's really all there is to say about the islands. We did actually this week, we had the 2 boxes that were like 175 doubloons a piece, and then we had one that was like 120, and then we had the cheaper venture company one that was like 50 doubloons. So I tried to do it as evenly as I could. I think both druids got like at least 2 of each one of the 175 doubloon costing boxes, like 4 of the 120s, and then the rest were all the venture company. So of course they got more of the venture company than anything else. But anyway, I think that's about it, guys. Let's go ahead and get to our druids. But before we do, if you do like these videos, go and smash that big thumbs up. Lets me know that you like it. Also helps out the channel. And do not forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. All right, guys, as always, we will start off with Proudmoore, see what they got, and then we'll jump over to Brawl and see what they got for their, well, it's actually 105 runs each for 210 runs. All right, first up is Proudmoore. Let's see what we got here. So Proudmoore, they ended up our low value stuff, just like we do with everything else. Low value up first, and we got low value blues, and we got high value, and then high value blues. And then of course we also do have all of our little pets and things, and we have actually like sold out of all of those pretty much, except for some of these ones take a little while to sell. These, I think it's the Mischievous Zephyr and this one, the Laughing Stone Skin. I think we still have some of those laying around, but that's about it. All right, so with our low value stuff, let's take a look. We've got the Swarm Fury Crown here, 8,700. Try to quickly go through these like we do with the other ones. It's really just low value stuff. They do have really high sell rates too, so see, that's another good thing. I mean, look at these 0.018, 0.11, 0.008, some of them a little bit lower, but a lot of them are like in the 0.0 double digits, which is really good. All right, so again, just quickly go through these. We got the Swarm Fury Crown, we have the Dragon Rider's helmet, we have the Dark Animator's mantle, we also have the Swarm Fury Amiss, Dragon Rider Spalders. That one's actually getting kind of close to high value range and very high sell rate, and we actually got 4 of them, which is really nice. Geocrack Spalders, we've got Shorrock Scale Chainmail, and then we've got Swarm Fury Remnant, and then we've got Swarm Fury Gloves, we've got Dragon Rider's Waistguard, we also got Dragon Rider's Boots, a lot of Dragon Rider stuff, and we do see that stuff sell often. Fallen Rune Lord Striders here, actually right below the high value range, 19,000 on that one, 0.006. And then we've also got Dragon Riders again, plundered. And of course, the plunder stuff, that's easily, you know, spotted when we're seeing our clean out there. And then we've got our low value blue items. So we've got the plundered Wand of Tentacle Horrors here for 10,000, 0.010. We've got the plundered Dark Scale Blade, and that's 13,000, 0.007. We've also got the plundered Amber Shaper's Egg here. That's 9,400 at 0.015. And then we'll move on to our high value stuff. And we've got the shoulder pads of the Tranquil Path. Does have some shared appearances, 65,000, 0.006. We also have the Dragon Rider's Harness here. 76,000 unique item as well, 0.023. Very nice sell rate on that one. And we've actually got 3 of those. Then we've got the Bloodweight Gauntlets here for 23,000, 0.006 sell rate, also unique. We've got the Gloves of the Tranquil Path. Actually has a bunch of shared appearances though, 36,000, 0.005. Voodoo Stalker's Belt, unique item, 39,000, 0.006. And then we've got the Head Shrinker's Boots here, 51,000, 0.005 in one shared appearance. And then we've got some high value blues here. We've got the Plundered Tainted Scarab Staff, unique item, 22,000, 0.006 sell rate. We also have the Plundered Scalebane Claymore. That's also unique as well. Actually, really nice looking one there, 0.010. And then we've got the Plundered Dragon Roar Barrel. That is unique as well. And that one's going to be 32,000, 0.008 sell rate. We also have the Plundered Carabus Linked Longsword. That does have a shared appearance there, it looks like. 25,000, 0.003. And then we've also got the Plundered Sandstone Gavel, unique item, 23,000, 0.004. And then we've also got the Stink Rot Smasher here. Looks like a fish, unique item, 440,000, 0.008 sell rate. Really nice one on that one. That's definitely unique. You basically just holding a fish there. So really nice one there. And then we've got the Plundered Codex of Otherworldly Vision. Also actually has a shared appearance, 30,000, 0.002 sell rate on that one. And that's about it. And then of course we've got our pets here, which of course we'll be able to spot any of these if we actually sell any of them. Nothing, you know, really amazing like when you get the Ghostly Whelpling. That one actually does carry a lot of good value, but they do add up, they do help out, and it's good timing because like I said, we've pretty much sold them all now. All right guys, so now over to our bank alt for Thrall for their 105 runs worth of islands for week 1. And what did they get and how do they compare to Proudmoore's? So about the same, looks almost as full as theirs. And again, we just got our low value stuff up first, our blue low value stuff and our high value stuff. Actually, maybe got a little bit more of the high value stuff there. I don't know, though. We're actually kind of well, actually, it's about the same. Anyway, let's start this out. Of course, we'll just quickly go through low value stuff, see if we really spot anything different. Fallen Rune Lord's Cow here, Swarm Fury Crown, we had that over there. Dragon Riders, Sharok Scale, Pauldrons. Then we've got Faceless Faller's Gloves. We've got Dark Animators. Sorry, guys. It's pretty much all the same stuff, but my capture card is not liking these items over here, so we're just gonna pretty much skip through a lot of that, but it is pretty much all the same stuff there. All right, our low value stuff, let's take a look. We've got the Plundered Wingblade Axe here for right below high value, 19,000.012 sell rate, unique item. Actually really cool looking one, I think. I personally feel. Anyway, we also got the Plundered Molten Reaper. Now this one is actually at the high value range, but it was low value there before, so I'm gonna keep it there. It's 21,000.023 sell rate. This one actually always sells really nice. I mean, really easily can tell by the sell rate there. It probably does sell really nice. Really cool looking one as well. Unique item as well. And then we've also got the Plundered Hosen Chieftain Staff. Unique item, and it is actually was high value. It's at the low value range now, almost 19,000.007, but I think I'm gonna switch it to low value because it probably should have been anyway. And then we've got the Plundered Dragon Fist Wand at 12,000.005 sell rate. We actually got two of those. We've got the Old John's Left Hand, unique item, which actually I feel like there's other ones that look like that, but maybe there's something different about it. But 10,000.013 sell rate on that one. And then we've got our high value stuff, and actually we have two complete rows. I don't think we had two complete rows over on Proudmoore, but let's take a look. We've got the Frostwind Cow here, unique item, 33,000.004 sell rate. We got the Faceless Followers guys here, one shared appearance, 44,000.009 sell rate. We got the Head Shrinkers Vestments here, a couple shared appearances, 97,000.003. And then we have the Dragon Riders Harness. Love that Dragon Rider stuff. A unique item, 76,000.023 once again, and we've got four of those. I think we had three over on Proudmoore. So they both got plenty of those. We got the Frostwind Gloves here, unique item, 46,000.006. Head Shrinkers Waist Guard, couple shared appearances, 37,000.002. Leggings of the Tranquil Path, a bunch of shared appearances though, 48,000, almost 49,000.006 sell rate. And then we've got the Firekin boots. Firekin actually I feel like sells quite well as well. Unique item, 55,000.008 sell rate, and we actually got two of those. We've got the foot pads of the Tranquil Path, couple of shared appearances, 72,000, only a 0.001 sell rate though, unfortunately. And then we've got the Plundered Pirate Admiral's hat here. Unique item, 25,000.015. And then we've got our blues here. So actually I do think Proudmoore had a little bit more of the high value blues, so we just had more high value greens over here. But anyway, we've got the Plundered Scalebane Claymore, which Proudmoore also had one of these, but we've actually got two of those, so 60,000.010. And then we've got the Plundered Sandstone Gavel. Both realms had this, 23,000.004. We've also got the Plundered Drill Bore Fist, 23,000.009 sell rate, unique item. And then we've got the Plundered Bear Card Fist, unique item as well, 59,000.003 sell rate. So in a way, I think Proudmoore may have did a little bit better because they got, they got the Stink Rot Fish thing. So I wish I could have got that on both of them, but unfortunately they're the only ones that got it. Plus they just had more blues, I feel like, overall, but sometimes the greens can be better in certain farms, so maybe we'll do better because of having more greens over here. But either way, I feel like it was a really good turnout, especially compared to the first time we did it for this series, where I feel like we didn't even get half as much as this. So really happy with the turnout. Plus we also have a bunch of these pets to throw back up on the auction house and hopefully make us a little bit extra gold each week. But anyway, guys, I think that's pretty much going to wrap up week 1. We'll have to see how well we do with week 2, because we'll have different boxes that also takes, and changes things as well. It may be, because I'm sure we didn't start on the same exact week we started when we did the first time around, because they rotate each and every week. That's why we do 3 weeks. But it could be that we get less next time depending on the boxes that we get, because it's kind of easy to get a lot more with that 50 doubloon box that you get in this week. So but anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this one. Again, if you enjoyed it, go ahead and smash that big thumbs up. Let me know that you like it. Also helps out the channel. And do not forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss the next one, which of course will be week 2 of Islands. And you'll want to catch the one even after that, because that'll be week 3. So that way to see whether or not we get different stuff each week, which really you should, because there's different boxes. Some of the items, will probably be the same, but there are some different ones that come in there as well. But anyway, guys, again, that's going to do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you all in the next video and live sometime on Twitch. Take care, guys.